If what? It's a little too wet for the broom still.
Huh?
It's a little too wet for the broom still.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting this.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our lawn. Just want to give you a little update on what we just did. So, sand 2, the sand pinning has occurred. Quite a bit thicker this time, but you can see it's still all pretty good in terms of settled in. You can really start to see where the low spots are peeking out. Basically took my father-in-law's truck over to my local quarry. They filled up the back of it for 50 bucks. So last time I did the bags of play sand, that was like 1,100 pounds and like $65, $70. To have a yard delivered to my house would have been $160. So man, if you have somewhere close to you that you can go and pick this stuff up, it's definitely the way to go. Go wherever you need to go. With hopefully you know someone with a pickup truck and just get in there, because it's a much better deal. But you can look back all the way back behind me, and that is looking pretty black. That's because I burned all the buckthorn and every little bit of undergrowth that grew up there, and I'm trying to cut in a landscape edge, because another project that's been ongoing back here is trying to get down to clay in here. So you can see we're starting to kind of get there. We found some clay, but I have screened rock and screenings. So just because it's not, I mean, it's at the back of my lot, I don't really care what it looks like. I think this stone is actually going to work really well as a landscape material, and then we can kind of put that in there and then just burn out whatever grows up through it. So I'm trying to cut in, get some of the buckthorn stumps out from back there, and then cut in a landscape line, and then move this rock and put it back there. And don't be fooled, guys, this is 2,500 square feet. And all I've done is this like 4 foot by 15 foot section, and that's all the rock and material that we've got out of it. There's so much in here in this like 2,500 square foot section of the yard. All right, so this evening, it's been a little while since I've really filmed anything for the channel because I've just been busy. Haven't really been having the time to go out and do anything, but I really need to get back into kind of the rotation of soil amendments. So tonight we're gonna put Aerate and RGS on the new turf in the front and the existing backyard. Also, I need to get a disease application down again because I'm still fighting some of that, and I'm about a month removed from my last application. So we are going to be using the BioAdvanced granular product this time. Covers the same amount of space, largely the same product, just in a granular rather than in the hose and sprayer. And then RGS and Aerate are gonna go out at probably 4 and 6 or 7 ounces per thousand. So with that, we're gonna get spreading, spraying, and praying. So let's do it. First weapon of the evening, we're gonna do RGS at a rate of 6 ounces per thousand. We're doing it here in the evening because it's been a little bit, it's been approaching that 85 degree temperature maximum for C-Calp applications. So we're gonna do that here this evening when it's a little bit cooler, and then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna run the sprinklers around the whole yard because Aerate, RGS, and the propiconazole all need to be watered in. So we'll get that tomorrow morning. So we're gonna do this 2 full fills of RGS in the ortho down spray. Will give me 64 ounces over about 10,000 square feet, and we'll call that good enough. And then the third and final player in this trifecta of evening applications is Aerate. That's gonna go down at a rate of roughly 9 ounces per thousand, which is the maximum they recommend. So we're going to do that, help with compaction issues without having to bring in a mechanical aerator out here again. So we'll get to spraying that, and then I will check back in with you probably in the dark. So as mentioned, I was going to finish up last night in the dark, and I did. So I'm out here this morning running sprinklers across, not a true water like your water when the grass needs water. How's that for a sentence? But just trying to get a little bit of water on there to help the products all get watered in, and we're running the sprinklers around to all of the sections that were treated, and it should be good to go. Now, we're about a week, actually not about, we are exactly a week from the putting green update. So I'll take you back there real quick, let you see how that's looking here now, and that'll be it for the video. Also, looking like Fusilade is doing its thing again. So you can see the little spot treated spots are all not growing in and all dead. So I think I still actually missed, I found the rate at a 1/2 ounce per gallon, but I don't think that's actually correct. I think it's like a 1/10 of an ounce per gallon. So maybe we'll dial it in someday and be able to use that product, but whatever. I've kind of given up on the backyard for this year beyond this guy right here, which is the putting green. So you see the lowest sections are where the thickest layer of sand was put on. Those are waiting to come back. We can get down in there and take a real look, and you can see we have the earliest signs of germination in there. So you can see that, all little grass plants coming in. There's also some clippings. I'm cutting it every couple days just so it doesn't get too, the mature stuff doesn't get too tall. So there's some clippings in there too that are make it a little tough to see. But this will all really start to fill in, really start to take off, I think, within the next probably week or so, and we can start getting it cut back down to the height we had before, and maybe even start to get it close to green's height. So it's all here. Been pretty busy. Been working on that A to Z renovation video. If you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. They had a bunch of stuff going on with work, so I haven't really been doing all that much. We had the sand top dress, those couple applications that I showed you, and that's been about it. Now I think it's time to make a decision whether or not I'm going to start the third phase of the front yard renovation this fall, or if I just want to take it easy and, you know, maybe focus on some overgrowth back behind me and deal with that, or what I'm going to do through the rest of the year. Keep after the rock pit, or who knows. But subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, ask me about what's going on, have a little bit of a discussion go on down there. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. You guys think Pete will go for my Kentucky Blue barnyard grass mix, or nah? Probably not.